we've got the Christmas parties coming now, and so there's the habit of, because it's bad weather that we've been having and it's cold, it's my motorbike's over there, or my car's parked around the corner. It's less than 20 minutes, or 2 minutes drive down the road, and I'm going to get away with it. And sadly, some people do get away with it, but we actually do catch, obviously, people doing it, and there's massive consequences for those persons that are caught.
And the reason is your reflexes are impaired, your ability to ride safely is less than it would be normally, and therefore you pose a risk to not just yourself, but other people.
You do. It's quite scary that we still have that culture at the moment of people drinking, driving and drug driving, which we now can target as well.
And is that principally cannabis when you talk about drug driving?
In Gibraltar, it's cannabis and cocaine. They're the two major factors that we see. One of the questions that's been asked is, why don't we do this all year round? Well, we've demonstrated that we do this all year round, but we concentrate it at Christmas, as you've rightly said, because it is the Christmas party season. People go out in large numbers to drink and drive, and sadly there are the few that obviously take that risk, not only to themselves but to other people. The knock-on effect can be absolutely huge. You will go to court, you will be named in court because it's within the public environment, and with a small community within Gibraltar as well. If you're found guilty of that offence, you're looking at a disqualification up to the courts, usually around 9 months to 12 months. You lose your licence. You have to tell your insurance company premiums go up. It is a huge thing to happen, because you lose your sort of motor functions. The likelihood is, if you have an accident, you're involving someone else, and if you kill them, you will go to prison. You will go to prison. There is no ifs, no buts over it. And obviously, if you've got alcohol or drugs within your system, it's an aggravating factor that can put a more onto your sentence within a court of law. Alcohol affects people in very, very different ways. Weight, height, what you've eaten, medication that you're on. So the general rule of thumb is, if you go out in the evening and you are going to drive a mechanically propelled vehicle, and we're talking about plets here as well, e-scooters.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely, because the other issue we've got is
bicycles.
People go, and bicycles. People go, I'm not going to drive my car, I'm going to go onto an e-scooter. You're still committing an offence, which will go to court. When my team is targeting not only mornings but nights. We're working very flexible hours at the moment. I'm not going to obviously tell you the times, but working very, very flexible hours at the moment as a team, targeting both, the mornings, the afternoons, evenings and nights. It's the person who comes in at 3 o'clock in the morning. They've been out in the evening, and they're going to play football, let's say at 8. They go to sleep. They wake up, they feel fine, they jump into the car, but what they don't realise is they're still over the legally prescribed limit. We are, 5 kilometres long, 2.5 kilometres wide. We can walk. I know everyone can't, but we can walk. We've got the night buses, we have taxis, or you've got a designated driver. There is no need to drive your vehicle home with the distances that we're seeing. And some of the people that have been arrested live 300-400 metres away.